Good morning, good afternoon. I'm Matt, and you've reached King Trident's Tribe. Hello, Tribe. How's that Good Vibes Soul Tribe doing on this awesome day? Today, I got a message on how do I maintain unconditional love. That was the question that was asked of me. Before that, though, I'm going to give some thanks to each and every one of you for subscribing to my channel. I'm very appreciative and grateful for each and every one of you. I'm glad that these messages resonate, and I just encourage you to like them, subscribe, comment. I love the comments. The comments are worth more than their weight in gold. So I'm very appreciative of that, and thank you very much. And just a reminder that anything to do with my social media accounts, energy donations, or my coaching sessions are in the description of this video, as well as all the rest of my videos. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into the message. Wow, I'm doing better at cutting down on my my intro. So this is really awesome. So 111, here we go. So a question was asked: how do I maintain unconditional love? I just like to say, starting off, is it can be a difficult and feel nearly impossible to maintain unconditional love for the world, especially other humans, because of their actions. People do things that, I mean, you know, for me, like, I just look at things and I'm like, what would make you want to do that, man? Why would you do that? And don't make sense sometimes of why people do things that they do, especially to other people and each other, and how they treat each other. And, you know, a lot of things people say that they stand for, you can see that they really don't stand for that. And it just, a lot of things just doesn't make sense half the time. But anyway, and it can feel like you're fighting against yourself to have unconditional love when you experience hostile, angry, awful, disgusting actions of other humans. So I've listed a few ways that I'm able to maintain unconditional love, and I would just like to say that I'm not exempt from anyone. It's very difficult for me to maintain unconditional love, and even sometimes having a positive attitude, and I have to check myself before I wreck myself, per se. I love that song. Good song. Even when humans treat me or others in a way that is opposite of love, Love. So we'll start with number one. These are not in any particular order, but these are things that help me, and if they help me, then more than likely they probably will help you. So prayer, number one. When I feel hate, anger, or a feeling that is opposite of love, I pray. And it doesn't have to be a long prayer. It can just be something short, like, you know, I'm sorry, but right now, right now I hear Medea in my head saying, "Pray, sweet little baby Jesus." Oh my God, sorry. But I just give like a little prayer of, you know, pray for that person, and then I pray for strength and love to fill my heart. It's something that's really quick, but I always maintain belief that, you know, that it's already been fulfilled, and then I move on. And then and when you ask, you shall receive. That's the thing that you need to understand is world of free will. You must ask to receive. But anytime I have feelings that is opposite of love, then I say a small prayer, and then I might have some voices like the ones that I just had about Medea coming in my head. It makes me laugh, and you know, laughter is healing for the soul, so it's like, that's good too. Number two, I have no expectations. No expectations. Now, I used to have expectations, and you know, I still, inside of me, I still feel like I wish people would do certain things, but I have no expectations because I know they're not in my span of control. So, as I mentioned, I've learned that if you put something onto another human, so if you put an expectation onto another human, now they're not held to that expectation. You hold them to that expectation, but they're not going to hold themselves to that expectation. So that means that you're going to be you're going to be disappointed a lot. You're going to be disappointed a lot. So once you put that, something, whatever that expectation is on another human, and you'll be severely disappointed, and then that's going to create, how does that make you feel whenever you do that? So it's going to probably get, you might have some anger, resentment, all kinds of feelings that is the opposite of love. So that's why I don't put any expectations on that person. I just expect them, I honestly, most of the time, just expect people to do the opposite of what my expectations would be. And then if they don't, then I'm like, wow, that's awesome. Because humans will do what they want to do due to free will. And when another human doesn't meet my internal expectations, such as their actions, their behaviors, you're a human being. Then I send them unconditional love, and then I just keep moving. So basically, when they don't meet my expectations as far as actions and behaviors, let's say, for an example, what they say doesn't match their behaviors, so they don't align, and so basically that means at that time I can't trust that person. So I don't get angry or anything like that, but I will tell them, I will part ways with them in the aspect that I just feel like that that I don't belong in your life, you don't belong in my life. I send you unconditional love, and I wish the best for you. And then I just keep on moving. This is the only thing within your span of control. Basically, your actions is the only thing in your span of control. How you handle that situation is up to you, but you should always keep in mind that you need to protect your energy and your time, because those are the two most important things that you have, because you'll never get those things back. And number 3, balance. Maintaining balance. I continue to perform my inner work because I can't make anybody else do their inner work, but I continue to perform my inner work daily. Meeting my personal expectations is a daily process for me. I know that I'm my biggest critic. The expectations that I have upon myself are sometimes feels like that I can't achieve them. But you know what? I do try. I do keep on going, man, because it's very important to meet those expectations of myself. Performing my deliberate development, self-improvement, and personal healing, and aligning my Holy Trinity, mind, body, and soul. This work is crucial for maintaining a balance of my energy. Now, as you guys can see lately, I've tapered down on the live events, tapered down on the videos, and that's because of self-awareness. I see that I might be neglecting my energy, and it's time for me to focus on my energy and make sure that that whenever I'm doing whatever work that I'm doing, that I'm putting out my best product to the world, to try to help the world. So, number 4, forgiveness. Now, this is probably the most important, thing that I do. So, underneath prayer, this is the most important thing that I do: forgiveness. And this is why. This is a huge task for humans. It is said that you must learn to forgive as quickly as you would want God to forgive you. So whatever your beliefs are, this is not a religious video. This is a spiritual video. So whatever higher power that you believe to, you must forgive another human as fast as you would like that higher power to forgive you. And that can be very difficult. But once you achieve that, then you start really understanding love. Because it truly takes unconditional love in order to be able to forgive it very quickly. Most people, it takes them a while, depending on what happened, for them to overcome that and be able to forgive. I know, I would just give you an example of my childhood. Me and my dad, we clashed a lot. And then, whenever I got to high school, I went and lived with my grandma. And from that time for about, I don't know, it was 10 or more years, I didn't forgive him. And actually, even after that, I didn't forgive him. And it wasn't till about the time that he passed away that I actually forgave him. And that right there put a whole new perspective in my mind of, you know, you only have limited time here on earth. You know, is it really necessary to hold those grudges, to hold all of that hate or anger or whatever inside, because you can't change the past? And the other thing is if that person passes away and you didn't tell them that you're sorry or that, you know, you forgive them or whatever it is, now you're stuck with that. And so that's why it's very important to forgive as quickly as you would like the higher power to forgive you. And as I mentioned, I know this can and is difficult. And always remember, forgiveness is for you, not another human. It's not for the other human, it's for yourself. You must release those feelings that occupy your heart. Feel it to heal it. So that love can reoccupy the spaces that all of those feelings that are not good, you know, allow love to fill those pieces up. But as long as they occupy a place in your heart and you really haven't forgave, love can't fill those spaces. And then we say, thank you, God. Or as Medea would say, thank you, sweet little baby Jesus. Without forgiveness, love is limited, which means that you are limited. And you don't want to become limited, you want to become limitless. Number 5, space. Everybody needs some space. So with this, step back and take the 30,000 foot view. You know, always try to have the perspective of God. And I know that can be difficult, but, you know, as a human, I don't know if you'll ever be able to achieve the perspective of God, but you try to obtain that perspective and look at the whole situation from the 30,000 foot view. So go out in nature, breathe the air, or as Ralph Smart would say, breathe in that good ass prana. Watch the animals and ground yourself. Allow nature to guide you. You know, I will say that majority of the lessons that I've learned has come from nature. Take time to yourself and reflect and just be. Just be. You know, just like the Beatles would say, let it be. You just be. You're a human being. That means that you can just enjoy being with yourself or with your being. Take an ice bath, a salt bath, or meditate. Allow your energy to flow. Smooth it out until it feels warm and inviting. This is getting yourself back in alignment with love, L-O-V-E. That's what's important. Number 6, practice at all times. Yeah, put it into action. Practice every day, even when you go to the grocery store, even when you're in the car. You know, self-love. You know, when you're in the car, you know, sing songs. Be happy, man. When you go to the grocery store, hold the door for someone. Take someone's buggy or basket or whatever you call it. I call it buggy, but take their buggy, man. Put it up for them. Smile and tell them how awesome their hair looks. And to have an awesome day. But do it and be genuine about it. Not just go through the motions. Be genuine about it. Be authentic about it. That's what's important. Allow others to feel your energy, but from a distance. Always protect yourself, but remain authentic and vulnerable. And, you know, listen to music. And that is important, you know, part of practice. Listen to music, but listen to meaningful music. I ain't talking about half the garbage that's on the radio right now. And yeah, I called it garbage because most of those people are not really that musically talented. It's more or less a lot of robots, a lot of other things that are doing music for them or making them sound somewhat lovely. But like meaningful music. And I'm not going to tell you what you should listen to. I'm just going to tell you that it needs to be meaningful. Like whenever I listen to the words and when I listen to the people, like I can tell like that they are, you know, they are with they're like one with their music. And I would say, I will give you just two examples. Not saying you have to listen to these people, but like Michael Jackson or the Beatles. I mean, those two people were hugely musically gifted and gifted in more than one way. And when you open your eyes in the morning, know that you've been blessed. It's a blessing to have another day here on Mother Gaia. Every day is a blessing. And you need to feel that, not just know it, but feel it. Be in the moment and understand that, you know, you've been blessed to open up your eyes, to use your five senses and to enjoy another day and be able to do today what you didn't do yesterday, you know, and to see people, to make somebody's life light up. That's very, very, very important. So these are 6 ways that I maintain unconditional love. And I encourage each of you to not allow this world to taint you. Instead, infect the world with your continuous love, no matter how bad the world treats you. Just right. Allow love to be infectious, because love is infectious, and that's what we need is to be infectious in a positive way, which is with love. You are the light of the world, and no one can take that away from you. Just remember that. I see in each of you much healing, love, and light. And just remember, guys, the 3 most important things in life is peace, love, and happiness. You guys have an awesome day and an awesome weekend, and I'll see you next time.